Okay, now remember that it's the 1930s, Boring. B-O-R-I-N-G. Go to school, study, go to church, confess, go to school, study, the whole bit, over and over again. Catechism, schooling, recreation, nothing. Sports, very little. That's one of the reasons, most of our young boys joined the Navy. Because staying over here, they had to go to the farm, and nobody would want to go to the farm. Besides, they probably didn't have land. So the only choice, young men of Guam at the time, was to join the U.S. Navy. The lowest job available in the U.S. Navy for the Chamorro is a mess attendant, which is okay. But I mean, just to show how the Navy treated Guam from the very beginning, sure you can go, but the only job you got is going to be serving the other members of their command of the Navy. So, again, it's boring. Not much to do. Life went on. Quiet, peaceful. So this is the place where, without going into so much of this is the place where I sent an officer and a soldier of Hirohitos to their ancestors. I won't mention what else, and at the time I felt good. I have no remorse. I don't, maybe I barely mentioned this, but I didn't. How do I know it was an officer? Because he was wearing boots, he had a saber, he had a Japanese flag around his body. So there were either 2 or 3. The third one didn't stay. He escaped. But the other 2, I sent them to meet their ancestors. You follow me?
Yeah. That was in Manila.
In Manila.
Yeah.
Because they were coming out.
No, those, I think...
I could call it self-defense. I call it revenge.
I think for those of us who didn't live at that time, it's hard to know how hard it was.
How scout?
How hard. How difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to imagine how difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I say, I've gone through many ways.
Yeah. Well, you've been very kind and very patient. We got through all of
I'm sorry about my hearing, yeah.
Oh, no.
Somebody at the university, a couple of years ago, I was one of the asking, Mr. Arriola, have you forgiven the Japanese? I said, hell no. Until Hirohito apologized, or his sons, and until the people of Guam got compensated for their atrocities. I will never forgive those mothers. And one thing again against the Americans that I detested, when they sold our soul to the Japanese, when they signed a treaty that prevented us from making claims against the Japanese government for their atrocities here on Guam. That hasn't been brought in some of these publications, but that I think is very important. That's a betrayal by the people of America to the Chamorros on Guam.
Well,
And all this compensation, 10,000, 90 years after the event. But again, to show how docile the people of Guaba, they accepted that wishfully, gratefully. 10,000 for their suffering. And the great majority have passed away. Imagine a number of the people who accepted or were given claims, were either too small or didn't really suffer. Those who really suffered have gone. So I came back to Guam in August. Pretty quiet. As you may know, the president declared the island off island for anybody. Nobody could enter Guam. This President Roosevelt, just before the war, nobody could enter Guam unless received a Secretary of Navy permit. So we were locked down really, until President Kennedy lifted that restriction. Some good came out of it, some bad. But it was relatively quiet. There weren't many lawyers. There were cases to be handled, transactions to be made, but not like here on Guam during the 70s and 80s when, really.
What other instruments do you play?
Just the piano, and I use that talent to pay for some of my school at the University of Minnesota, playing some of the clubs around there. Man, when they took the floor, I'm telling you, they are a couple. They are dance. And your father-in-law also can dance the Hawaiian dance. You know him at all? Your father-in-law? Did he ever dance the Hawaiian war chant?
I never saw him dance that.
Yeah, we would have a formal party.
Yeah.
I would go and I pull up his letter. I go there, that Hawaiian. I mean, he had the form, to dance that Hawaiian, so you gotta have that form, And then he and Miriam would dance the cha-cha-cha.
Yeah.
Nobody would beat them. It's quite a bad. But we were entertaining the troops, right? Of course, when they were there, Anderson, even the ship, the boys were hungry for some kind of entertainment. So there was a guy here by the name of Pete Camacho, Piding. And it took a group of us to go around the bases. We got a hula dancer, very good hula dancer. We got one singer girl, we got one singer boy, and I had this band, 4 of us. And we don't know what to call it, so I finally decided we call it Talo 445. How come there are only 4 of you? Well, but we played around there. Also, your Tan Akita had a group which entertained the troops. And, they would give us sugar, flour, some liquor. They were very, very much grateful that, these locals appeared there, even though the band is only 4, they're